Well, hello everybody, welcome back to Just Gaming Today. Today we're going to play some more Slay the Spire 2 and continue our run with the Silent. We're on Ascension 3, Act 3, and we're cruising on into the map, start this map here. We did select an item from Vaku. Vaku's relics were not as great as I would like them to be, but we did take this blood-soaked rose. Now, the blood-soaked rose is nice because I'm going to get it in extra energy all the time, meaning on the first turn, I'm going to have 8 energy, which is insane. Probably more energy than I'll need to cast all the stuff that I'm going to have. But if I get that 3 energy card, that's my power that does damage every time I play a card. That's going to be quite good to help, boost my ability to cast all the other cards. So I think overall it'll be an advantage. I can't ever get rid of that enthralled curse, and if it's in my hand, I have to play it. So the good with the bad, but overall getting an extra energy all the time without the enthralled in my hand is, I think, pretty good. Let's proceed. Take a look at the map here. We don't have a lot of money. I think that's part of being at Ascension 3. Basically, that poverty is part of Ascension 3, and it just makes it very hard to accumulate wealth. So let's look at our tracks here. We got a couple of events. So if we went up this middle track, we'd have fight, event, fight, event, rest. It doesn't sound bad. We do relic, rest, or upgrade. This allows us to get an upgrade pretty much. Unless I get super thrashed below. Then a merchant, and fight. I think that might be our path forward. Let's go ahead on that. On this Act 3, I'm a little nervous about fighting a bunch of elites. But maybe, I don't know if I should be nervous with this character. This character is pretty darn good. So I have a lot of cards in my hand at the moment. So I got nothing coming in that's going to do any damage to me. I do have this infinite blade, so let's do that. That's at least getting a power out. I am going to throw this rock shape potion, get some more damage on him. Just to review, there's the popper and the rock shape potion. Popper does 9 damage to all enemies, and that rock shape potion does another 15. So I've already done 24, and I haven't even really done anything other than put a power out. So it is quite nice. Now I do have some defensive cards, but they do add shivs to my hand. I don't think I have any way to increase my power or strength, So let's just shiv him up. I'm going to do the cloak and dagger again. Now that perfect fit that's on that one means when it comes from my discard and gets shuffled back into my draw pile, it does what it puts it on top. So I think that's pretty cool. The Mirage I'm not going to cast because it is an exhaust, and I think it could come up, in the future. Once I get some poison counters and stuff on him, it could be fairly nice to do some damage. I'm going to cast this defend though, so the precise cut will do more damage. Then we'll call it there. Building up 27 blocks, pretty cool. The plating, is another one that, adds 4 more. Now, we got some sort of a problem. So he did something to me. Okay. Oh, I got to do I was like, why can't I cast any cards? It's the enthralled. So this is the curse that was added as part of the blood-soaked rose. So we do have to play that. Let's see. I can't play my serpent form, which is unfortunate, but I can do the blades of ink. So we're going to do that and go ahead and ink him up. This will apply lots of weak to him. Shiv, I wish I could have put the serpent form out. I think I am going to have him lose his strength this turn. That way, he's going to do a lot less damage to me because I don't have any block. Oh, wait. So I'm going to get 6 block. Depends on how these interact. So I'll have to watch. because I don't have any block now. And then at the end of your turn, if you end your turn without block at the end of your turn. So I don't know if these things are... I'm going to go ahead and cast this and just... Then I'll watch this interaction. So what I'm watching for is I want to see if I get the 6 block first and then 3 more, or if I don't get... If I get the 3 and then I don't get the 6. Let's watch. So it did give me the good amount. So I could have done that without casting that spell, but it is what it is. So we're going to try and do some things to him. He's already weak. Let's keep him weak here. Let's put out the noxious fumes. We'll go ahead and block. We're going to blade dance to get a bunch of shivs. I wish I had something in my hand that could increase the damage of the shivs, but I don't. So it is what it is. At that point, we'll just unload on him and end the turn. Now, we've already cast 15 shivs so far. So there's a card that basically lets you reuse all the shivs you've already exhausted. I really wish I can find that one because this deck seems to be just banger for that. So every turn, draw 1 card and discard 1 card. That's a pretty good one, but wow, do I need some defense. I wish I had some type of a card draw because we're going to get hammered here unless we can get him down quite significantly. So we can cast all of our spells. So we're able to block 6 of this. Ugh. That's unfortunate. And we just are just a little too far before he hammers us. And that's with him weakened. So you see how quickly this ramps up here. I do believe we'll be able to kill him. So discarding a card. So he's at 18. We'll definitely be able to kill him with the shivs, right? So 4, 8, 8, that's 16. Yeah. So let's just go ahead and discard the survivor. We're not going to use it anyways. So let's do the shiv, right? Yeah. So do the shiv. Let's go do the bouncing flask. We'll get them all poisoned up. Let's do the cloak of dagger. Let's do shiv. Do this again. And shiv and shiv. All right. So he's dead, but we took up a large amount of damage. I think we did 24 total, which is kind of yikes. Apply 7 poison for 1. Now we do have a poison component to our deck. It's already improved. Honestly though, that backflip looks pretty interesting because I really just don't have any ability to draw cards. So it would be nice to have something in my deck that will let me draw some more cards. So I am going to take that. Let's see if that helps me out. So here's an event. Hopefully it's a healing event. Let's see. Create a custom card to add your deck. Now this isn't terrible. I definitely want to create a power. Powers cost 1 less. At the end of combat, upgrade a random card. I'm going to do Curious because I do have quite a bit of powers and I kind of like that card. All right, now these guys really blow. I hate fighting these guys. But we do have some advantages with the types of things we have going on here. We have 14 incoming and 10 incoming. So he's on the edge of dying. So we're going to have anything that just does something to everything? No. So we're going to do that. We're going to put out infinite blades for sure. Let's go ahead and do a leading strike on him and shiv him to death. So that's 1 taken care of. Now we've got 10 coming in here. I think I can do 24, right? So let's do strike. Let's blade dance. I'm okay if that other one sticks around, so that's dead. We'll kill, defend, precise cut. Okay, yeah. So that went very well. At least they didn't have tons of hit points, and this party popper really helped me out. It did 27 damage. So I'm quite happy about that. So he's only got 4 left. This shiv will take care of him. Nice. All right, let's see what kind of card we can get to add to our deck here. Sly, gain 8 block, deal 9 damage, draw a card, discard a card. I'm semi-reluctant to add this just because I like it, but it doesn't negate the curse because I have to cast the curse first. If this was just, something I could use before that curse, I would probably take it. Or if it had some shiv or poison interaction. But at the moment, I think we're just going to pass on these. We're getting quite a large deck for what I'm looking to try and do here. This guy is Slimed Berserker. He adds 10 cards to my deck. That's pretty rough. Let's get this out. Now, unfortunately, we do have another one here. So that's 2 powers. He's not coming at me, but I don't mind getting some shivs. Let's go ahead and throw this rock. I'm throwing the rock because I don't even think we have anything in the deck that makes something vulnerable. So I can't really increase the damage on that rock. I don't even know if vulnerable does that because I think it adds to attacks. Yeah, I'm not interested in really casting either of those. So let's end turn. I'd love to keep this energy potion. At least it went into my discard pile. So he's coming in with 16. Let's go ahead and make him weak. So now he's coming in with 12. I could piercing wail him and have him come in for like almost nothing. So I think we're going to do that. So he's coming in for nothing. We'll poison him some more. Shiv, defend, defend. Okay. I think I'm good with that turn. Now this thing does what? Oh, that was my piercing wail. All right, so he's still weakened. Now he's not doing any attack, but he is looking to debuff me. So we'll go ahead and cloak and dagger, get some shivs. We're going to go ahead and shiv right now, so I have room for this blade dance. All right, well, he's not quite at half. He is a real big monster amount of hit points there. So he put weaken on me. He's coming in for 33. Good grief. And of course, this is the turn I draw the enthralled. All right, well, we have to cast this. Oh, good grief. It would take so much damage. But let's go ahead and do this because this will at least make him weak with these shivs here. So instead of 33, we're looking at 24. I think it would take 19, but I'm leaving just a little bit of damage on the table. I think that energy potion, I was hoping that I'd be able to upgrade at that second rest stop, but man, this guy might kill us before we get to the rest stop. He's got a lot of damage coming at us. All right, so now he's going to add 10 more cards to my pile there, which is going to stink. Let's do the tools of the trade so we have a way to kind of cycle that curse. Do I want to draw 2 cards here? Well, let's cloak and dagger and get the shivs. The shivs are going to do 9. Can at least do that. If I backflip and draw 2 cards, I may or may not be able to cast them. That's my biggest problem here. I think I'm just going to take the precise cut and do the defend. Yeah. Let's do the precise cut, defend, and move on. Just because I don't want to draw these 2. Yeah, Bouncing Flask, Mad Science I probably could have cast, but I'm going to get an opportunity to cast it anyways. Choose a card to discard. Well, let's discard a Slimed. Let's put the Mad Science out. And then let's do Cloak and Dagger. Let's do those shivs, Bouncing Flaskum. Now, that's pretty much all I can do, unfortunately. So we're going to take another 8. Ugh, this guy is nasty. Oh, 17. Well, at least he's not attacking this turn, so let's discard a Slimed. We're going to play the Serpent form. We're not weak anymore, which is good. So this should kill him. Okay. But we're at 17. Good grief. Wow. Ooh, that's rough. So we've lost 50 hit points in those 3 fights. So let's see what we can get here. Anything good? So gain 8 block, draw 2 cards. No. Fly 3 weak, gain 14 block. I really just don't like this 2 cost. Escape plan. Draw 1 card if you draw a skill, gain 5 block. It is 0. Draw a skill, gain 5 block. It has to be on that 1 card. I'm going to skip all these. I like that escape plan. Hopefully this is not a fight. Okay. So, Grave of the Forgotten. Confront with Truth. Add Decay to your deck, enchant a card that exhausts with Soul's Power. So that makes it unexhaustible, right? Yeah. Now Decay is unplayable. End of your turn if this is in your hand, take 2 damage. Or obtain Forgotten Soul. If you exhaust a card, deal 1 damage to a random enemy. I think I'm just going to take the Forgotten Soul. I do have a few exhaust cards, but not much. But it has no downside. So when I pointed these out earlier, I was so happy about my ability to potentially upgrade a card. I was like, oh yeah, I'll be able to upgrade a card. Nope. Let's see what the relic is. Oh, okay. At the start of each combat, heal 2. I'll take it. That would have been really nice at the start of all this, but I'm going to take it. So we get a heal here too. So we're back up to 59. Not terrible. We're still down 11. So we hit the merchant with 163. So we have 125 to remove a card. That's probably going to be our option, but let's see what we get. So deal 10 damage to all enemies. Repeat this effect for each guild. We've seen this several times. Leading Strike's always nice, but it's not upgraded. Prepare, draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. Gain 7 block. So here's another power for 1. Shiv's game retain. The first shift you play each turn deals 9 additional damage. That sounds like a winner. The other thing that's advantageous about this is it works within getting a card and getting rid of a card. So I think we're going to do that. Let's get this. And then we have 2. I was like, whoa, that's going way down. Okay, so we can remove a card. I think we're going to remove... So we've got so many attacks. So I think maybe get rid of a strike. Keep the defense, get rid of a strike. Yeah, so we got rid of that one. We're at 2 gold. That's going to be the way the cookie crumbles for our merchants, because that's the end of the merchant. We do have to fight twice before we get 1 more potential heal here. Ooh. Yeah, these guys are rough. But I do like the, you know, the popper getting them. Now this Noxious Fumes is going to be nice because it is going to remove the ability, these artifact blocks. So we're going to cast all of those. We're going to do the ink blades and get our shivs. So with this being the case, we'll go ahead and put weak on him. More likely just looking to try and kill him here. Yeah, there we go. So we're going to get another pair of shivs here. Now this is what the serpent form does really, really well, is it just causes immense amounts of damage to everybody. So there, I removed the poison on him, or I moved the artifact on him with that poison. So now my poison's going to remove this one and then actually poison him next time. So not a bad first turn. This when this deck like works like this, when you get your powers out. And also notice I got 2 hit points for starting this fight. So we have 18 incoming. Let's neutralize. Well, let's see what happens here. So this Phantom Blades is going to be nice because it's going to do 9 extra damage and do 4 damage. So let's take a look at... If I shiv him, he's at 14. He's got 3. I still have to do 11 more. Let's backflip and draw 2 cards because I am in a pretty decent... was in a pretty decent place. Well, let's do the cloak and dagger and get the shivs. This should be able to... I'm going to throw it here and hopefully the random hits him. It did not. Oh, you know what? Look at this. Okay, this card is way better. This is way better relic than I thought. Because I forgot the shivs are all exhaustible. Holy smokes, yeah. That is way good. All right, so we're going to kill him, hit him. Let's neutralize him since he has... he really doesn't have any ability to block that anymore. Wow. Okay, this is ridiculous. You ever get the chance to do this in a Shiv deck, this is the card you take. Or the relic that you take given that choice. By far, that's really, really good. Plus, if you get it early, you can really start to build. But I think the relics are kind of related to the boss. So I think this relic here only comes around if you're fighting the Doormaker. But if you get it kind of early on in Act 3, it could be quite powerful because just having exhaust cards, you don't even have to have an exhaust card that does damage. I mean, if the enemy's got like 1 hit point left or some hit points, you'll just kill them. So here we're looking at damage. So let's poison the heck out of this guy. Then we shiv. Precise. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the first shiv does extra damage now. Wow, this is really good. So we got 2 energy potions now. I really do like that. We actually healed 2 hit points during that fight. So yeah, all coming up roses on that fight. Pounce, deal 18 damage next skill you play is 0. Gain 6 block, add 2 shivs. I do like Cloak and Dagger. Echoing Slash, deal 10 damage to all enemies. Now I've been offered this card several times, but just not sure. It is really nice though. But these create 2 exhaustible cards, which work with the serpent and this guy. And yeah. Trying to see here. I'm really debating that. The Cloak and Dagger is upgraded already. All right. Well, I think I'm going to take the Cloak and Dagger. I just think it's better for the way this deck works. I think I want more exhaust cards and more things going on. So we'll go ahead and take that. And it is a nice defense card as well. You get to attack and to defend with 1 card, which is quite nice. So got this big bird. 16 coming at us on turn 1. So we'll put the Tools of the Trade out. Piercing Whale, he would lose 8 strength. That would get rid of half of his stuff. But let's do the Cloak and Dagger first. And here we can do Shiv. Shiv. Honestly, I think I am just going to do the pierce. Well, I don't know. His damage is negated here, so what I might do is just go ahead and cast this, discard that. Yeah. All right, so we're more than enough damage, to start this whole thing out. So we have 24 incoming. We have to discard a card. The discard card will be a strike. Right? Yes. Now, we're going to do Serpent Form. It's just so good. So, Bouncing Flasks. It's 12 poison, but he's got 24 coming in. I really don't have a lot of ability to block it. So let's do these shivs. Let's do a backflip. Neutralize. Now I'm looking at 17 block at 18 coming in. I'm going to pause this for 1 second. Sorry, I'm back. I had to get a package there. All right, so we have 18 incoming, we have 17. I would use the energy, but I think I really would prefer getting to the boss with this energy. We do have some health to spare for healing. We did get back to 63. I mean, we have a rest coming, so I can get a little bit of health back there, up to 21. So here he's going to fly up and buff himself. So here I have to discard a card. I think we're going to do the Mirage because we don't have any poison on him. So let's discard that one. Now, let's get Shiv going. Let's get the Blades of Ink. Now, this will weaken him quite a bit. Dagger. And that serpent, you see that serpent form really doing work here. Just bang, 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 the whole way through. I'm going to cast these because the serpent form is just going to do damage when I cast out a defend. I don't need the defends, but being able to just do an additional 4 damage every single time I do something is really good. Now here's where it kind of sucks because we have, oh wait, yeah, we have the enthralled, so we can discard it. Yeah, we have that interaction now with the power out. Now I can cast this one and get Phantom Blades out for 0, right? Yeah, that's really nice. And we do 8 damage there. Well, would have done 8 damage, but he takes less damage now because he's flying, right? Unfortunately... Oh, poison, stab him. Defend. Well, we're going to take a 12 damage there. We just couldn't get a little bit of a bridge too far with 19. And no extra energy is not going to help me, so it is what it is. I was really, really hoping that we get to a point where we could get him, but no such luck. All right, so we discard a card here. Let's discard the Mirage again, because I really don't have a lot of poison on him, but the first Shiv is going to do, 13? So let's go and grab that, and then I think I'm just kill him. Yeah. Nice. All right, add a card. So gain 3 dexterity this turn. The enemy has poison. Apply 12 poison. Sucker Punch. I do like Sucker Punch, but I think I'm skipping all of these. I have 30 cards, and if any of these were exhaustible, I might have taken them just because of the interactions I have now, but let's see if we can not take damage in this one. Now, this guy's pretty rough. But we do have Serpent Form to start, so that's going to help us. Serpent Form first, Infinite Blades next, Tools of the Trade. Our deck's kind of set up now. Cloak and Dagger, get some shivs. Let's do another Cloak and Dagger, get more shivs. Do a strike and a precise cut. Well, that was certainly nice, and we're going to throw this rock potion at him. All right, I'll take that for an opening turn, opening salvo there. So hopefully we can, wow, he summoned two of them. Yikes. Okay, so a discard. We're going to discard the Mirage because we got no poison going on. Okay, now, Phantom Blades is 1. First Shiv will do an extra 9. Now, neutralizing him will be good. Cloak and Dagger to get some more shivs. Shiv. Okay. That worked out really, really nice. But you see, I had to do that. Enormous. I think I did 106 damage to him on the first turn. So that was very good. Let's see if we can get anything here. So Speedster, innate power. Whenever you draw a card during your turn, deal 2 damage to all enemies. And I don't draw a lot of cards, so I'm not super into that one. Leg Sweep I don't like. Leading Strike I love. But I'm at 30 cards. I think if this was, choose one of these cards and get rid of a card, I would do it. But I think I'm just going to pass. I'm at 30, and this seems to be a comfortable amount of cards for this type of a deck build. So we did get to the rest area, and we have a rest. We can get up to full health. I think that's the way to go versus an improved card. So we go in here with 2 energy potions, so we have some turns where we can really go off if we want to. Getting the ability to have 4 extra energy. We'll get a rock potion. We do have to fight through multiple doors and Doormaster and all of that. So there's going to be a lot going on this. See if we can just push it through. Now on this particular one, I'm not really concerned about losing all of my health because, I have my entire health to work through because there's not another act after this one. So this one's a setup turn, right? Because I can't really do anything against this, right? I don't think I can do any damage. So let's put out our powers. I don't have any card draw. I don't think I can really do anything to it, right? Let's see if I can do anything with a Shiv. So let's do this. Let's gain the 6 block and attack with a Shiv. Now, can I Bouncing Flask it? Okay, I can put stuff on it. So I'm going to apply 2 weak then. I just can't do damage this turn. So I think we'll go ahead and exhaust it just so we have another one in the bin here, even though I have no ability to make that worthwhile. And then I can't do damage, so we're going to hold off on that. All right, well, we did a little bit of a setup. We got a couple powers out. Now, this is the door maker. I kept calling the master, but he's a door maker. So here, he does what? So whenever you play an attack or skill, it is exhausted. Holy smokes. What? What? I've never seen it that. Wow. Okay, well, Piercing Wail already exhausts, so let's do that. Is this only for 1 turn? Whoa. All right, I'm going to use the Poison Stab and get some poison on him. Let's go ahead and throw the rock. Wow, I don't know, man. I don't know what to do here. Like, I really don't want to exhaust these, but I think that maybe I'm going to do this just to get some block. And we'll go ahead and get the shivs going here. I don't care that they're exhausted, but this one here, 14 damage might not be too bad. And it gets me set more up towards my shivs. I'm not going to cast the Blade of Ink. So we're going to end the turn there and see if this goes away. I don't, okay, it does. Okay. This is a different interaction with the door maker. I've not seen that before. So I don't mind that we got rid of one of the cloak and daggers. I kind of do, but you know, these bosses are going to be rough. So it is what it is. So let's do the shiv. And let's shiv again and shiv again. And let's backflip. I probably shouldn't have done those shivs because if... Wait. You cannot draw additional cards during your turn. Okay. Well, I probably would have backflipped anyways because I need all the defends I can get. So I've got 19, 21. That's good enough for this one. Read all. He's got weird interactions now. Wow, I've not seen this before. What does this one do? Whenever you play a card, lose an energy. Energy is used to play cards from your hand. Okay, whenever I play a card, lose an energy. So I have 5. I definitely want to do something like this. And tools of the trade. And let's say I'm gonna do cloak and dagger here to get some block. And then let's shiv while we don't have energy, right? Noxious fumes. I would really rather have the serpent form out when I do that. So I don't think I'm going to burn the energy yet, although I'm going to take a wallop here. Take 13 damage. So I think we're just going to do that. We've done a fair bit of damage, but I don't know that we're making it through this. Now this guy's going to exhaust our stuff again. Ugh. Choose a card to discard. We are going to discard... Oh, the serpent form is here. Let's discard a strike. Let's discard a strike. He's coming in with 33. Oh my gosh. Yikes. All right, well, let's do mad science because he doesn't do anything for powers. We got our powers out of the way. Now this shiv is going to do 13. It's going to do 17 points of damage. I don't really care if the strike's gone. What else here? So we've got a defend and a survivor. Man, I really want to cast those. I think we're... Oh, I don't have any more. So I have 2 energy. I am going to do that to kind of prevent some of this. So I really do need to block some of this, I think. 13. I would have gotten 6 for free, but he's coming in with 33. Oh, yeah, I don't know about this. So this is the one where I can't draw cards. But I do get to discard a card, which is this curse. I love it. So he's coming to 27. I neutralize him. He's going to be down to 20. So here, this is going to be quite a good turn. So we're going to gain 6 block and add 2 shivs. Gain 6 block, add 2 shivs. Now let's shiv the heck out of him and see where we're at. We're not going to kill him. We can at least do a significant amount of damage here. Leading strike gets 2 more shivs and deals a bunch of damage. I mean, it's better than nothing. And we get 8 block, which will negate all of his damage coming in. Okay. So we did okay. Now this is the one where we lose an energy per card that we cast. So we have to build our shivs up. We have to discard a card first. So this Mirage is going to be pretty good. I think we're going to get rid of a strike in this case. Okay. So here, I think the first thing we're going to do is cast the Bouncing Flask. So get a bunch of poison on him. Right. Then we can cast the Blade of Ink. Now we'll have a bunch of shivs. So we're going to make him weak. Weak again, and shiv again. And then we're going to gain 19 block off this one card. And do some damage to him too. Okay, That's not a bad turn. And I don't think I'm going to use these here. So let's go ahead and end. This is very different from what I experienced before. Because it used to be there's just a door you had to fight through, and then this particular image of the door maker would come up. But it didn't have this particular power. The power to have you exhaust your cards. So, discard a card. I think I'm going to discard. Wow. I can kind of go off this turn. I don't know that I do 135, right? So let's see here. So this would be 4, 5 shivs, 6, 7 shivs, 8, 9 shivs. So 13 on the first one, plus 5 would be 18, and then 8 more shivs. The 8 shivs would do 4 plus 4 plus 1, which would be 9, right? 4, 4, 1 should be 9. So 9 times 8 is 72. 72 plus 13 is 82, 85. Plus, we would get 90, 94, 98. So we don't quite get there, but we have 21 poison as well. So it's coming in with 27 though, so I do have to do some blocks. So discard wise, I think we're going to discard the strike because I'm going to have to get some significant blocking going. So let's discard the strike, and then let's I exhaust things, which is a problem. So let's go ahead and just shiv this first one, right? This is okay. I think I'm going to go ahead and exhaust this. So now let's shiv. Let's cloak a dagger, get 2 more shivs. Oh, maybe I'm doing more damage than I thought, but he's got so many hit points, I think it's a little deceptive. Maybe there's something I wasn't quite counting there, because he looked to have took more damage than I was thinking he would. So 27 incoming. Now I've got 17. Honestly, I think I'm just going to drink this and ensure that I take minimal. He took a little more damage. He's going to die, actually. So being able to cast, so being able to cast those spells did him in. But what did the curriculum? Yeah, I'm not quite sure. I mean, I've gotten a lot of interactions here, but I didn't think I'd be able to kill him because this is just 5, but I don't know. It got him, so let's end the turn. He'll die. And we make it through Ascension 3. Now we squeaked by again. You know, each of these Act 3 bosses have really done a lot of damage to me, but I am pleased with this deck. It was kind of a mostly shivs, but also had some minor poison effects in there. We kind of started poison because we got pushed some poison and then kind of switched into the shivs. If I have to say, you know, maybe the Sly decks work okay, maybe the poison decks work okay, but this is just really, really strong with these shivs. I think that's very, very nice way to play this character. So we did open up another epoch. We have 4 unlocks remaining with the silence. Let's see what this one does. The cultists. Caw, such a humiliating defeat. Their place of worship and sacrifice is desecrated over and over by ruinous invaders. Has Mazaleth forsaken us? Food within the spires becomes scarce as the bug population surges. The flock escape to the lower rungs of the spire and scrape by on seaweed and sewer critters. Unlock the event Trash Heap. Interesting. Not sure what that is, but I guess we'll see it in future runs. So that's the only epoch that we had to unlock. I think we're just going to continue to move the silent up an ascension level. I think there's another ascension level. Let's check real quick. So silent, yeah, at the start of you start each run with one less potion slot. Yikes. Okay, so now we would be impoverished, have less potions, and yeah, this gets starting to get really, really tough. But we'll try Ascension 4 next time and see if we can just keep pushing the silent forward. And when we're done with the silent, we'll pick another character and see what we can do. If you have any choice character that you'd like me to try to push up an ascension level, let me know. Right now we'll stick with the silent, but if you have a preference on the other 4 that's remaining, I think it'd be fun to give that a shot. Also, we'll maybe try this challenge sometime and see what's up with that. But I really appreciate you guys watching. I really love Slay the Spire 2. Very, very good game. Highly recommended. If you haven't checked out the other game I've been playing recently is Legion Bound. I played the demo a couple times, the full release a couple times. It's on sale on Steam right now for $7.99. It's pretty good if you like auto battler. It's not a card building game or anything like that, but it's mostly manage a guild of adventurers, and there's a lot of them. You end up having like 40, 50 people in your group. You're fighting waves of enemies and you have to defeat bosses and stuff like that. And it's got like an adventure mode with some roguelike stuff on it. It's a pretty cool game too. But anyways, this is Slay the Spire 2. We went with the silent on Ascension 3 and we won. We'll try Ascension 4 next time and see where we can get to. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Take care, everybody.